Hello everyone, I'm Chunda Liu. I'm an assistant professor in architectural engineering and climate resilience. I'm working at China-UK Low Carbon College at Shanghai Jiao Tong University in China. Today I would like to give a talk about severity of overheating risk across the UK under a warming climate. I will start from research objective, then describe research methodology and present the main findings of the study and end up with conclusions. In 2003, the European countries experienced the deadliest heat wave, which caused over 52,000 casualties. The UK reached the highest temperature during the heat wave. Just 1 year ago, the UK reached 38.7 degrees C, which is a new national record. And under such a warming climate, we should pay attention to the building thermal comfort to avoid climate-related disasters. As you can see on the map, spatial variation in mean summer temperature across the UK is significantly high. Furthermore, the climate change projection is non-uniform across the UK, as you can see from the UK climate projections in the middle. So here comes the questions. What's the spatial variability of overheating risk under changing climate across the UK? We need a map of the overheating risk under changing climate, and with the map we can help the country or the local authority to identify the area of most concern regarding the overheating risk and to make a more cost-effective building adaptation. Now I would like to describe the research methodology. I've created the weather files for each 5 km by 5 km grid locations for the whole UK. So in total there will be 11,326 grid locations. I created the weather files in the EPW format for 1990s and 2080s. And I run simulations for each grid locations for the whole UK and create maps based on the simulation results. I will show you the maps of overheating risk in the following slides. Before that, I just want to present the building information that used for some modeling here. Okay, then I would like to show you the first finding of the study. Here shows the overheating risk under changing climate. I used the static overheating criteria. As you can see from the figure, compared to the 1990s, the overheating risk increases substantially by the 2080s, and the differences between the 4 UK major cities are significant. Interestingly, under warming climate, the differences between the cities are even higher. So we should focus on the warming climate. The figure shows spatial variation in overheating risk across the whole country. As you can see, compared to the 1990s, the overheating risk in 2080s increased substantially. For the north, overheating risk in the living room is unlikely to exceed 1%. However, it would exceed 1% in the south. And Table 4 shows the percentage of the UK areas above the overheating risk. For the 2080s, 47% of the country would show that overheating risk in the living room would exceed 1%. And for bedroom, 89% of the country would exceed the 1%. 23% of the country, mostly in the southern area, would exceed 10%. And the spatial variation in overheating risk was significantly high across the country. Lastly, I would like to show the severity of overheating across the UK. I use the weighted cooling degree hours to measure the severity of overheating. As you can see, in the 1990s, the weighted cooling degree hours was lower than 1,093% of the whole country. And for the 2080s, weighted cooling degree hours would exceed 2,000 for over half of the country, and the standard deviation of weighted cooling degree hours was 2,418. That was quite high, so that indicates that the spatial variation in weighted cooling degree hours over the country is significantly high. So based on the main findings from the study, we can draw the conclusions as follows. Firstly, overheating risk would increase over 10 times due to warming climate, and the overheated regions would increase substantially by the 2080s, which is quite interesting. Southern region would suffer a much higher overheating risk than the rest of the country. For instance, overheating in bedrooms would be around 5% in the north, while greater than 10% in the south. So that is a huge difference between the north and south. And the severity of overheating would be approximately 10 to 20 times greater in the 2080s relative to the 1990s in the case of the 4 UK major cities. And both the spatial variation in overheating risk and severity was significantly high due to the localized climate. The maps we have created in this study would be highly useful. We are making more cost-effective nationwide building adaptation strategy, because with the maps we can easily find out the area of the most concern regarding the overheating. That's all for my presentations. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please drop me an email. Thank you.